Dear friends, Easter is the greatest Christian holiday of the year. It is the celebration of life, of spring, of renewal, of joy. Easter opens a completely different perspective on life and death. In ancient Rome, we encounter all sorts of tombstones bearing inscriptions of great sadness. For example, in some of the tombs carried this inscription, "Farewell, this is the end of our love," or "We will never see each other again," or "Our friendship ends with death." On the other hand, on the Christian tombs of the catacombs, we find inscriptions full of hope. We find inscription like this: "We will meet again soon," or "You are alive in the Lord," or "You are going to our God," or "Peace be with you." There are those who believe that with death everything ends. Then there are Christians who believe that death is a passage to a different life, and this gives meaning not only to death but also to what we experience every day. Christian poets have used all sorts of images to illustrate this kind of new life. A child leaving its mother's womb to come into the world. A caterpillar becoming a butterfly. A wheat seed seemingly rotting in the ground and dying before becoming a new plant. What distinguishes Christians from non-believers is the resurrection. It is faith and trust in a God who refuses to put an end to life and who does not accept that everything ends in the cemetery. Moreover, the word Christians use to indicate the place where they buried their dead was the Greek word koimeterion, which became our word for cemetery and meant hotel for foreign visitors or passing in. The liturgy of Easter Sunday is imbued with peace and serenity. The Lord is risen. The Son has risen. Seek no more among the dead the living. He has broken the barriers of death. Jesus said to Martha, Lazarus' sister, "I am the resurrection and the life. If anyone believes in me, even if he dies, he will live." The resurrection is God the Father's response to the violence and injustice of torture and the cross. Those who condemned Jesus believed they could silence him and get rid of him once and for all. But the Father resurrected him, endorsing the values he sought to promote during his life. Why do you seek the living among the dead? Luke chapter 24:5. Our Christian faith does more than remind us that Christ is risen and that our life does not end with death. Passover and the resurrection bring a new spring after a deadly and icy winter. They encourage us to commit ourselves now, to take life seriously. Christ invites us to live fully now, to emerge from our tombs, our discouragements, our fears, and our anxieties. Come out of your tombs, from your hopeless lives. Start breathing deeply again. Jesus says, I have come so that you may have life and have it abundantly. John chapter 10, verse 10. After the Last Supper, on his way to the Mount of Olives, Jesus told his disciples, After I have risen, I will go before you to Galilee. This is the same invitation Jesus extends to the women after the resurrection. Go and tell my brothers that they must go to Galilee. There they will see me. They are invited to return to their native Galilee, to their place of origin, to their families, their boats and their nets. Our religion is an Easter religion. We do not ignore the evil in the world, but we refuse to believe that this evil will have the last word, and we do everything to ensure that the evil is defeated. It is true that we live in a world of death. 100 million people lost their lives to wars during the last century, and 60% of the world's population suffers from chronic poverty and malnutrition. We live in a world of discrimination, violence, terrorism, suicide, drug and alcohol abuse, poor eating habits, and a lack of respect for nature. But we want to fight against these deadly abuses and deadly phenomena. This is why, in memory of Easter, every first day of the week we gather around the Lord. The Sabbath was the closing of the week, the seventh day. For Christians, the first day of the week is a day of celebration and worship before the work that follows. The Christian Sunday inaugurates and permeates the days that follow. The risen Christ is present among us. Whenever 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, I am present in their midst, Jesus told us. He invites us to listen to his words, to share his life, to regain our strength before returning to our Galilee, where he accompanies us day by day. Behold, I am with you always, even unto the end of the age. Today, we celebrate the greatest Christian feast of the year, Easter. The risen Christ gives us courage to return to our families, to our workplaces, to experience the springtime of God there. On this first day of the week, on this day of the Lord's resurrection, I wish you all happy Easter. The Lord is risen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. God bless you all.